I'm Jo Tyndall. I'm the Director of the Environment Directorate at the OECD. I'm a strong believer in the possibility of global action, particularly on environmental issues that know no borders. Emissions, for example, don't need a passport to travel. They go everywhere around the world. And I think that even if governments are, even more so than they normally are, kind of turning a little bit inwards to themselves, they're also knowing that they need to diversify, they need to find allies and cooperate with each other, and especially on environmental issues which cannot be solved by a single country operating on its own. I think that if we look at the attendance at major international meetings, particularly the annual climate change COP, the numbers are only growing each year. They're not reducing, and the understanding of the urgency of the challenges is growing along with it. Yes, I think that there is every chance that even if the world is facing crises like the war in Ukraine, that can also bring opportunities. For example, accelerating the investment in renewable energy, alternative sources of energy, to reduce reliance on single sources of supply. The kinds of tools that the OECD specialises in are designed to help policymakers, give them the kind of advice and guidance that will result in best possible policies to achieve the results. I think that some of the watchwords for whatever area you are looking at do include data and indicators. You can't manage what you don't measure, so that's an adage, but it's true. And transparency is key. So that's important both for governments individually, but also for collective action. The OECD in the climate context is very conscious that the centre and the central role is taken by the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. That has the responsibility for not only negotiating but also implementing the Paris Agreement. And the work the OECD does aims to support and complement the UNFCCC. We do that in quite a number of ways, working directly with climate negotiators to workshop an environment that's outside the formal negotiations, workshop the issues that need to be done. We work increasingly in a whole of organisation, whole of economy way that attempts to bring together and mainstream the very different components that need to be taken into account in developing climate policy.